To go, Attorney Wamil, just to continue in the points I raised earlier, and to clarify it for the Senator Judges, under 8.3, dapat may failure to liquidate at demand bago maging prima facie. Tama po ba?
Yes po, based on the provision po.
But the provision simply cites what? Ano po yung basis ng 8.3?
The jurisprudence po, Your Honor.
Hindi lang jurisprudence, hindi ba? Kino-quote ng jurisprudence ng Martinez ang Article 217 ng Revised Penal Code for malversation. If you read Martinez, that's the jurisprudence cited by 8.3.
Hindi ko na po maalala yung Martinez case po.
Yun po yung nakalagay na kaso sa ilalim ng 8.3 na sinasite nyo po mula nung simula pa kayo magtestigo. Nakasad po yun nun. Gusto nyo tingnan.
May I
kindly give him the joint memorandum circular which he has been quoting from since the beginning.
Based on this provision po, yes po, Your Honor.
You've been quoting 8.3 the whole day yesterday and today, so I guess you should know the basis. The Martinez ruling of the Supreme Court, which in turn only cited Article 217 of the Revised Penal Code. Are you aware of that, Attorney Wamil? Which basically says na may prima facie para mag-file ng information ng Sandigan Bayan laban sa isang opisyal. Yan po yung kasong yan, hindi po ba? Are you familiar?
Hindi ko na po ma-recall po, Your Honor.
Now, to go to the details, failure to liquidate. Pag may AOM po bang in-issue, failure to liquidate na yon? Yes or no?
No pa po.
Pag nakadalawang AOM, failure to liquidate po ba yon? Hindi pa rin?
Hindi pa rin po.
Pangatlo hanggang panglimang AOM na kulang pa rin yung sinasubmit, may failure to liquidate na po ba? Wala pa rin?
Wala pa rin po.
Pag nag-notice of suspension, may failure to liquidate na po ba? May failure to liquidate na po ba sa inyong interpretasyon? Dahil auditor naman kayo, kapag ka nag-issue na ng notice of suspension?
Based on the definition po kasi yung notice of suspension, nakalagay po doon na it appears that the disbursement is illegal, irregular, or improper. So,
it appears, but is it within the purview and definition of failure to liquidate according to your interpretation? Failure to liquidate na po ba yun? Hindi pa?
Yes po, Your Honor, failure to liquidate.
Sa pananaw nyo, pag may notice of suspension, failure to liquidate na. Notice of disallowance, failure to liquidate?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Ngayon, failure to liquidate pa lang po tayo. Kailan nagiging final yung mga yan? Failure to liquidate. Yung finding na failure to liquidate.
Kapag nag-appeal po and then nagkaroon po ng resolution si Commission Proper at nagkaroon po ng final decision.
Final and executory na po siya? Immediately or after X days?
Pag nag-final decision na po, yes po, final and executory na po siya kaagad.
Immediately?
Yes po, pag naglabas po ng decision si Commission Proper, yes po.
Paano po pag inapila sa Korte Suprema?
Ang basis naman po nung, ang ground naman po nung petition for certiorari is a grave abuse of discretion.
So?
Pero ang nakalagay po sa aming rules po kasi, from the moment na magkaroon ng final decision, pwede na po siyang i-refer to the Office of the Ombudsman for the filing of the criminal
Hindi ko
charge.
sinasabing pwede nang i-refer o hindi. Hindi ko rin sinasabing bawal maging subject matter ng impeachment. Ang tinatanong ko lang po, final na po ba yon? Meaning may failure to liquidate na at final na yung finding na yon o hindi pa kapag ka inapila sa Korte Suprema? As a lawyer, Attorney Wamil, come on po.
Kasi based on my understanding po, since yung final, kapag nag-issue po ng final order si Commission Proper ng COA, since yun na po yung time na pwede mag-file ng charges, na criminal charge, mag-endorse po for the filing of criminal charges.
Hindi po filing ang tinatanong ko. Ang tinatanong ko kung final na po o hindi sa pananaw ninyo. Ang usapan natin kanina, nung tinanong ko kayo, di ba?
Yes po.
Executory siya, maliban na lang kung may TRO, pero hindi
Yes,
pa final yung decision.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Pero tama ka, pwede mag-file dahil ang requirement lamang naman para mag-file ay prima facie.
Yes
Diba?
po, Your Honor.
Yun nga yung sinasite yung kaso sa Martinez.
Yes po.
At kaugnay naman po ng demand, ang AUM ba may demand?
Yes po, since nire-require po yung agency to comply, to submit.
Yung po ba yung sinasabing demand sa 8.3? Mag-comply o magbayad? Hindi po ba ang requirement ng 8.3 ay mag-restitute na, hindi mag-comply?
Ang nakalagay po kasi dito, liquidate po. So yung submission po ng liquidation requirements.
Nakalagay po ay failure to liquidate is prima facie. Failure to liquidate and upon due demand is prima facie. Di ba?
Yes po, Your Honor.
May demand ka ba sa AUM mo?
Yes po.
Saan nakalagay dun? Saan po nakalagay sa AUM yung demand?
Doon sa last paragraph po na hinihingi yung comments and to submit po the supporting documents.
So hindi restitution yung pinag-uusapan natin nito. Demand to submit documents.
Yes po. Yung restitution po, Your Honor, kapag may ND po, may notice of disallowance na na-issue.
So basta may demand, so sa AUM mo may demand na pero wala pang failure to liquidate. At ang definition mo ng demand is demand to liquidate, hindi
To
po
submit the documents
mag-restitute.
po. Yes po, Your Honor.
Tama po?
Yes po, Your Honor.
So sa puntong ito, sabi mo may alam kang notice of disallowance na kung walang appeal ito, final na yon pag hindi pumasok sa period of appeal.
Yes po, naging final na executory po siya, Your Honor.
Finally, as a lawyer, if it is appealed to the Supreme Court under whatever relevant rule, 45 or 65, as a lawyer, does that make the decision of the COA final, or does that mean it's not yet final until and unless ruled upon by the court with finality?
Yung decision po kasi ng COA ay may different aspects. Meron po yung i-restitute, kung i-endorse po dun sa ombudsman for filing of criminal charges and admin. Yung obligation to restitute po kasi kapag naging final na po, on the level pa lang po ng COA, ay dapat na po siyang bayaran. Even if there is a pending petition with the Supreme Court, hindi po siya may stay unless may TRO po.
Unless nga may TRO.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Thank you, Attorney Wamil. Thank you, Mr. Witness. Sir, when you're ready, you have 2 minutes, sir.
Huwag muna, Mr. Presiding Officer, point of order lamang muna to.
Yes, what is your point of order, Honorable?
Kasi kahapon, nabanggit na si Attorney Pua, magaling na abogado siya, ay pumunta sa COA, tama, para makipag-usap tungkol dun sa sinasabing audit query. Now, hindi mo pa conflict of interest yun para siya ay mag-represent dito ngayon sa natin, pinag-uusapang confidential funds when in fact, siya mismo pumunta doon sa COA office para makipag-usap sa kanila. What do you think, Mr. Presiding Officer?
The respondent in this case, Senator Judge Tulfo, is the Honorable Vice President, Sara Zimmerman Duterte. Attorney Poa, although he served under the office of the Vice President, I believe, and even under DepEd, is not a named respondent to this case. And in fact, is one of the lawyers, as you can see, of the respondent. There is no, I believe there is no conflict with respect to that, given that he is not the one in trial in this case.
Okay, I rest my case, Mr. Presiding Officer. Ngayon, pwede nang...
Anong ko kanina, kabayan, Nueva Ecija. Opo. Yung una pong cheque ay 125 million December 20, 2022. Tama po ba?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Opo. Batid niyo po ba na ang founding anniversary ng CPP-NPA ay December 26?
Wala po akong personal knowledge about that, Your Honor.
Opo. Dahil wala po kayong katulad ng sinabi ni Senator Lacson, wala po kayong clearance, ano? Pangalawa, second check po, 125 million, January 31, 2023, tama po?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Opo. Ang NPA founding anniversary po ay March 29. Batid niyo po ba yun?
Wala po akong personal knowledge about
Okay.
that, Your Honor.
Third check, 125 million, April 18, 2023. Tama po ba?
Hindi ko po matandaan yung date po nung check eh. May I refer po to the check po?
Stopwatch, please. April 18, 2023 po, yung 125 million.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Ang 50th po, golden anniversary ng NDF, National Democratic Front, ay April 24. Kaya ko po nabanggit lahat to. Ito pong mga dates na to, nung December 26, March 29, April 24, lahat po ito, walang nangyaring attack. Lahat po foiled. Wala po. For the first time, wala pong nangyaring attack. Kasi tuwing founding anniversary, may attack. Ang tanong ko po, Ginoong Kabayan, naniniwala po ba kayo na malaki ang papel ng confidential fund at confidential agent?
Depende po yan sa kung ano po talaga yung mandate ng agency po, Your Honor.
Alam naman po natin na ang DepEd, diyan po nanggagaling ang tinatawag naming sa Communist Party po, ano? Meron po kasing pangkat gerilya, ang pangkat politikal. Yung pangkat politikal, yan po yung mga estudyante na nanggagaling sa universidad. Sang-ayon po ba kayo doon?
I cannot answer that po, Your Honor.
Okay, dahil wala nga po pala kayong clearance. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Senator Judge Padilla. Before I let